Hello everyone and welcome to another insightful session right here on this channel with me, Tete. Today we would be looking at the Cultural Heritage Scholarship Program. That is a one-year scholarship program for a Heritage Masters program in the Netherlands for applicants from selected countries. Before I continue with this video, if this is the first time you are watching any video via this channel, I am glad that you are here. I would encourage you to hit on the subscribe button, like this video as well, and hit on the post notifications so that as and whenever I release a new video, you would be notified. If you are a returning viewer, I know once you go through the various videos that I have on this platform, you are definitely going to find a scholarship that is worth applying for. Without wasting much time, let's jump into the video for today. So like I said, we are looking at the Cultural Heritage Scholarship Program. That is a one-year scholarship for a Heritage Masters program in the Netherlands for applicants from selected countries. Okay, so there are some selected countries that are eligible for this scholarship. But before we continue, there was an online session about this program on the 13th of March. You can watch it by just clicking on this hyperlink here. So once you click on this hyperlink, you are going to watch the online session of this Cultural Heritage Scholarship program. Okay, now let's dive into the program. This program offers students and young professionals from Indonesia, Nigeria, South Africa, Sri Lanka and Suriname the opportunity to follow a one-year master's program in the Netherlands related to their cultural heritage, specifically related to objects stolen during the Dutch colonial era. So to be eligible for this scholarship, you must be from Indonesia, Nigeria, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and Suriname. So these are the countries that are eligible for the scholarship. Okay, so the program offers 15 to 20 scholarships to students from participating countries for one-year master's programs in the Netherlands starting in September 2024. So now let's look at the eligibility criteria. Okay, for you to be eligible for the scholarship, first and foremost, you must possess the required nationality. So we have Indonesia, Nigeria, South Africa, Suriname, and then Sri Lanka. Okay, so Nigerians and South Africans, you can apply for the scholarship once you are from Nigeria and South Africa. This is specifically to Africans. Okay, so Ghanaians, I'm sorry, you cannot apply for this scholarship as you are not eligible. Okay, so then the second criteria is that you are not older than 35 at the time of submitting the application. Thirdly, you must hold at least a bachelor's degree or obtain a bachelor degree before 1st June 2024 in one of the following fields of study, that is art, history, heritage studies, museum studies, history, archaeology, or a related field. The master's program for which you are applying must be on the program course list and must be full-time during the academic year 2024 to 2025. That is the fourth criteria. The program starts around 1st September 2024 and ends in September 2025 at the latest. And then the fifth criteria is that you are academically admitted to one of the programs on the course list. This means that you must have received at least confirmation of your application for academic admission for the selected master's program of your choice at the time of submitting your application. Okay, so before you submit the scholarship application, you must have at least received a confirmation of your application for academic admission for the selected master's program. You must have received an offer of study. However, if you have not received your offer of study yet and the application deadline is approaching, you just need to provide an email that shows that your application for the program has been confirmed. Okay, there are other criteria that you can also use, but then the simplest one that you can use is to just print your confirmation of your application for academic admission. Okay, so once you have that, you can apply for the scholarship because the deadline is just around the corner. So if you have not received your application confirmation yet, you can just upload that document. Okay, so now let's look at the required documents. Okay, so first you need a copy of a valid identification document, that is your passport. Make sure that it is valid and has not expired. Then you need a motivation letter and then a current curriculum vitae. Okay, so when it comes to the motivation letter and then the curriculum vitae, that is your CV, just check the relevant resources in the description of this video, and you are going to have access to videos on how to write a motivation letter in 4 simple steps and how you can create your Europass CV, because Netherlands is in the European Union. Using a Europass CV is convenient and is advisable. So just follow the steps and you can generate your own Europass CV. You would then need 2 reference letters by professionals in either history, museum, art history, archaeology, or heritage sector, or you also need the recommendations from former teachers or professors, preferably in one of the aforementioned field. Okay, so they must be in either of the fields that I just mentioned. Okay, then you need a certified copy of your highest obtained diploma and transcript. If not yet available, a recent copy of your transcript. Okay, so you would need your degree certificate and then your transcript of records. If you do not have your degree certificate yet, you can always use your transcript of records. And then ideally you need an unconditional or a conditional letter of admission. But then if you have not received the letter of admission because the deadline is fast approaching, you can at least upload a confirmation of your application for academic admission for the program for which you submit the scholarship application. Okay, then you need a form of the obligation and conditions signed by the applicant and a participating institution. A format will be released shortly. Okay, so this is the form. You can download it and it's going to be signed by you and then the institution that you have applied to. Okay, so this document contains rules and regulations for the scholarship. By signing and submitting the form, you and the Dutch institution agree to these. Okay, so the obligation form is here. You can always download it and then you sign it and add it as part of your application. Okay, so this is the program course list. Okay, so these are the institutions that are eligible for the scholarship. That means if you apply to any of these programs at these various institutions, these universities, then you are going to be considered for the program. Okay, to apply for any program at any university in the Netherlands, you need to use StudyLink. Okay, I have made a comprehensive video on how to create a StudyLink account and how to put in your application. Okay, so all you have to do is to make sure that you take note of the course that you want to apply to. So you're applying to Leiden University and then maybe to the track Heritage and Post-Colonial Studies of the MA Colonial and Global History. Okay, so this is the course. You can always click on the course link and then get to know about the course. I would advise you to just note the name of the course down and then the name of the university, so you can read about the course once you visit the university's page. Okay, but then I would advise you to write down the name of the university and then the course that you want to apply to, and then once you watch how you can create your StudyLink account and how you can put in your application to any institution in the Netherlands, then you can put in your application. Okay, so the link is going to be in the description. You can just watch that video and then you can see how you can apply to any university or institution in the Netherlands. Once you have the course that you want to apply to and then the name of the university, you just put in your application. The link is going to be in the description. Just watch that video and then you can apply to any of these institutions. Okay, so please follow the steps below before applying for this scholarship opportunity. Okay, we will be looking at the scholarship portal in a jiffy, but now let's look at the steps. First, you have to check if you meet the program's eligibility criteria, and then you then select your master's program from the course list. Okay, so you can apply to at least 3 master's programs here. Okay, now that you have looked at least 3 programs, you apply for academic admission to any of those institutions offering the program of your choice, and then you collect all the required information and documents that are necessary to apply for the cultural heritage scholarship. Please note that it is not possible to save during the online application. Therefore, make sure that you have prepared all your relevant information and documents in advance when applying. So you have to make sure that you have all your documents in place before you start your application, because you cannot save and then come back to your application. So you have to do the application at once. Okay, so you have to apply in the Delta system using the application instructions. So these are the application instructions. You can always download them and then check out the application instructions. And then the Delta system is here. We would be looking at that in a jiffy. Okay, but then let's look at the deadline. The deadline to submit an application is Monday, 8th April 2024. Okay, so you have up until 8th April 2024 to put in your application. Remember, you do not necessarily need a conditional or unconditional letter of admission. Once you apply to the program, you can just download your email of confirmation of application to the program and add that to your application process for the scholarship. Okay, so there's the selection procedure, the after selection, the reporting, the code of conduct, and then there's more information here as well. You can always contact this email here. You can just click on it and then ask them questions concerning the cultural heritage scholarship program. Alternatively, you can just leave your questions or your comments in the comment section of this video, and I would address them as and when I see them. Okay, so now let's go to the scholarship application portal. Okay, so we are going to use the Delta system. Once you are here, you just click on the Delta system hyperlink here. Once you click on it, it brings you to this page where it tells you are welcome to the registration page for the cultural heritage scholarship program. Okay, so first you fill in your personal details. Okay, first name, your surname, your date of birth, your gender, your nationality. You fill in all the necessary details, your academic background, and then your academic details preference. Okay, so you put in your academic details preference as well. That is the schools that you have applied to. Okay, and then upload your documents. Okay, so the pre-signed and the signed pre-agreement form. Okay, then your motivation letter, your CV, and then your references, you just upload them here. Then your diploma, that is your degree certificate, you put it here. Your admission letter, you put it here, and then the copy of your passport, you also put it here. Once you upload all these documents, if you have any other further remarks, you put it here. And then I declare that the information provided in the application form and in all the attachments is truthful, complete, and accurate. You always click on yes here, put in your further remarks here, and then you can submit your application. And that is it. Just like that, you have applied for the Cultural Heritage Scholarship Program. Okay, so this is the Delta system. We have looked at that. Okay, so once you are coming from Africa, coming from South Africa or Nigeria, you are eligible for this program. The deadline is on the 8th of April, so I would encourage you to put in your application as soon as possible. The link to your study link, account creation, and application is going to be in the description of this video. Just watch that, and with that you can apply to any school in the Netherlands. I wish you all the best with your application, and I would definitely catch you on the flip side. Stay blessed, and I am out.